Dave, I'm going to be having some visitors in my house. How can I let them use my computer without them being able to wreck it?
Securing your computer so that house guests or even your children can't accidentally delete any of your files or change any of your settings is actually quite simple. To start with, we're going to go to the control panel and go to User Accounts. And we're going to add or remove user accounts. If you're talking about a temporary house guest, probably the simplest thing to do is turn on the guest account. And this will create a new account that will appear that they can use. Now, in order to make best use of this, you also need to password protect your own account. So you click on your own account. In this case, my account is called Dr. Dave. And we're going to create a password. Now, I'll go more into creating passwords another time. But the general idea here is you'll type your password twice and then create a password. And what this will do is we will log off. And we now have a guest account that person can use. And that guest account is limited in what they can do. They can browse the internet, and they might be able to work on a Microsoft Word file, but they won't be able to access your files. And if they try to get into your account, well, they'll have to put in the password to get back in. Now, if we're talking about your kids, you might want to make them their own account. To do that, we're going to go to the control panel. We're going to go back to user accounts, and we're going to add or remove a user account. In this case here, we're going to create a new account, and you'll actually give it a name. So you can put in the name of your kid, and make them a standard user. Standard users will have fewer options for wrecking the computer. You can create an account. It can be password protected, or you may not require a password, but either way, your own account needs to have a password that your kids don't know and wouldn't likely be able to guess. When you are done with the guest account, you can simply turn it off when you no longer need it and turn it back on when you do need it. So in this case here, go back to the guest account and we can turn it off, and it's now saying it is off. And you can also do the same thing with your kids, and you can have multiple accounts, one for every person in their family, which also allows everybody to keep their files separate, so that way nobody's stepping on each other's toes.